We made it, guys. You just saw a Pop-Tart because we are in Orlando for the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I am so excited to have you back here today, here in our final game of the first season as we rebuild the Rams. We got Baylor, who is a ranked team, and our leading receiver happened to transfer away from Baylor. So slight revenge game opportunity for Antoine Winfield. We do have a couple of redshirt seniors who this is going to be their last game ever. Two guys in particular I want to point out. Rocky Beers, the tight end with an awesome name. This is it for him. And also Jaquez Evans, the defensive end outside linebacker hybrid that has really been the best player on our defensive line all year. So hope those guys can ball out. Hope we can get another ranked win. If we can finish this season 8-5 with 2 ranked wins in year 1 as a 70 overall school, that would be insane. So let's get things started here. Ross will get us going, and as always, I do have a new formation for you here. I love the little sprinkles on the sideline. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that is super sick. Looks like Baylor has a pretty pass-heavy, fast-moving offense. It'll be interesting to see how our defense performs against them. I've been pleasantly surprised with our defense, but let me show you what we got now in our playbook. We are bringing back probably my single favorite formation from all of last year, and that's the box offset week. We have trips. We also have this interesting little stack with our tight end and Maher right there. There's a lot of really good run plays in this playbook, or in this specific set, and Justin Marshall will use one of them for a first down. And as I accidentally hit wide trap again, I'm realizing I did forget to set the audibles for this formation, so we might not be running it as much as I initially planned, I'll tell you that much. But I do want to call this motion curls halfback angle. I know we used this formation a lot last year. This is a new play, so we cannot audible. We have to run this whatsoever. But Winfield on the backside, guys, could be his first potential target against his former school. If it's man-to-man, I love that look. I don't love it. We got to get that. Maher was wide open over the middle, and we just didn't have the time. Was that a zone blitz? It was. I think they had somebody come in unblocked. Big third down here. I think we go 4 verts, and we're not actually going to run it, but I want Rocky Beers to get an ISO opportunity here on this big third down. Is that a corner? It looks like it might be, or maybe a safety, so I don't know if we're going to be able to hit Beers on this. We're going to get a 10-yard out and kind of look for potential separation. Otherwise, we got Winfield on the backside curl, and then we want a high-low concept over the middle with Antwi and Maher. We got Marshall on the check down. Got a lot of good options that I like. Rocky Beers, last game ever. Good first. Oh, he had it. He had a step. I did an aggressive catch because I thought, I wanted to make sure he could get back to the ball and secure it. Maybe I should have done a secure catch with the amount of space he had. Rocky Beers will fail. Our gunner on the right is nowhere to be found. Oh my goodness, did you see that, Hezzy? Okay, there's the sideline. Again, I pointed it out too late, but I'm telling you, next time you look at the sideline. But okay, Bryson Washington, Keaton Thomas. Interesting that their best player on offense is a running back. We are historically incredible against the run. I feel very confident that we could make him have a long day. If you watch the Air Force game last time, you would have seen that Cade Harris, who is an elite running back, really struggled against us, man. I mean, they run a run-heavy offense, and they had nothing against us. So it'll be interesting to see how this guy performs. We're going to man up the backside and hard commit outside. So if that guy goes on a slant, we're kind of cooked. Great juke, but he's not getting anything on us, man. Let's go. Big third down. We already got him where we want him. Let's go with a 3-4 and get me a cover 2. We're calling a cover 2 trap, which means we have no mid-read, but I'm actually not going to run that. I'm going to be a mid-read myself with Jarmolowicz, but it's a run, and that's not happening. Again, like I said, guys, Jake Jarmolowicz, he is a senior. I didn't realize that is true, so I guess this is his last game as well. He's been a pretty good, reliable, free safety, strong safety in our secondary. So, really hope that he can continue to play well today as well. But all right, let's get this power run game going. Again, ace overload. I realize, guys, I can't do formation subs in the main menu because I can't select a custom playbook as my default playbook. So if somebody figures out a workaround, let me know. Let's get a short motion by Winfield, help almost like a crack block. And I actually think that made the blocking assignments worse. That's okay. Let's get into a pass formation here. And I want to call a option play. Allow Fowler Nicolosi to have the look if he loves it. I don't love that. I actually just really like an inside zone. Look at the blocking here. Double teams up to the linebacker. Rocky Beers is free to maybe either get the safety or get the backside linebacker if he crashes down. I actually really like this look. I don't know how he beat a double team like that, but I'll take 4. Now, this is the Taj Bullock formation, our 5 wide receiver trio. Taj will continue to run point here. In this formation, he's a much more mobile quarterback. I love Antwi on the backside here, and with this motion, we're going to be able to see if that slot runs with him. He is. They're bringing somebody back on the backside, though, so it'll be interesting to see what that guy does. He's dropping. Beers has some space, and he comes down with it. Rocky Beers in his final game. Taj Bullock with a great placement on that one right there. Going to give us the first down, and let's run a very similar concept. PA slot wheel on 1st and 10. And we got 7 guys staying in to block, guys. I want to double team the DN so Rocky Beers doesn't get left out on an island, especially since we're sliding to the right. We're going to look at Antwi on the wheel. We need to be willing to throw this ball away if it's not there. Oh, but it is. Oh, it was there. It was so there. Look at Antwi. He's standing wide open over there. And just a tiny, tiny fraction of a second late by me, and that's my fault. But, you know, I did see that there was a release of an update, and we're going to cut to the stick and nod here, by the way. And I want Antwi on a... Give me Antwi on a comeback, actually. Let's watch that. You see the guy with the fire emoji? He is either going to be in the flat or he's man-to-man on Marshall. If he's in the flat, then we can't throw that comeback. But if he's man-to-man on Marshall, that's really interesting. In fact, let's get Marshall out there, and let's just make it crystal clear. Let's watch how he plays this. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's take a first down. Okay, I didn't expect Marshall to cut up that swing route so aggressively. Let's stick in the gun. I feel like we're having some success here, but I want to go in a easier run formation. How about a jet power read with Fowler Nicolosi? I know he's not the right quarterback for this, but I'm interested in this play. We got 2 tight ends. We got a pulling guard. We got a lead blocker. This could be a big play here. We are able to get the edge. We are not. I didn't make the right read, and we'll lose 1. Shoot, guys, I was saying something. Man, I can't remember what the heck I was talking about. That sucks. I lost my train of thought. But let's go with a toss here on 2nd and long. Actually, they brought down a safety. I know I hate the patch notes. Yeah, I'll get back to that. But let's go PA sprint, halfback flat here. It's aggressive, but I might hit that deep comeback by Winfield on the backside if it's there. It's not. How about that's a pick. That's a pick. Antwi, just don't let it. Oh, my gosh. That was a bad decision. That's one of those ones that you just wish you'd get back as soon as you press the button. It's like, Max, you're driving down the field. It's the first drive of a game against a ranked opponent, and you look really, your offense looks good out there, and you do that. It's just no excuses. I got the deep crosser. Give me that ball. No. How? We ran the route better than him. Jarmolowicz could have had a final game interception, some glory, and a back-to-back interception moment was spoiled there. But anyways, patch notes. At the time I'm filming this on August 5th. By the way, this guy is shifty. He does a lot of backfield jukes, which is interesting. I hope they continue to evolve this game to where running backs feel distinctly different from one another. Like, I don't know if any of y'all are big basketball guys, and if you play 2K much, but it does feel, personally, like players play different in 2K. Like, Steph plays dramatically different than a pass-first point guard, which is cool. I love when the games give that realistic feeling. And running backs play different from one another. So, that would be pretty interesting. Yeah, well, if they play this different, I don't know if I like this guy being this shifty against us, man. Anyways, patch notes. I'm filming this August 5th. They just released an update. It's going to go live, I think, August 6th. But, one thing and at this point, we're literally on defense. That's how long it's taken me to get this out of my mouth. But they said they were going to make pass rushes more effective, like the computer pass rushes more effective when you're playing on All-American or Heisman. And since here that we only play on Heisman, that makes me nervous. I feel like we have never had a great offensive line that allows us to just stand in the pocket and feel comfortable. I know most of the time it's because we're the worst team of the matchup. Like, their D-line is better than our O-line right now, so that's fair. But that makes me nervous, man. It really does. Look at us on that touch pass. Anybody else remember when 25 first came out and the touch pass was like just an absolutely fantastic play? Because that was awesome. That was a fun couple weeks, especially at the time I was playing with Ball State, and they had this guy, Keon Magwood, who is a burner. And he was just so elite at touch passes, man. He probably had 10 touchdowns off touch passes alone in his first year. But We need to lock in. 3rd and 2. We're going cover 3 hard flat. I'm bringing down Jarmolowicz to help on the run. It's not there. They want the deep over. Another scramble. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I didn't think he would do it twice, guys. Sawyer Robinson, a pocket passer of all quarterbacks, is going to strike first here in the Pop-Tarts Bowl off of mistakes by me, man. That pick just hurts. Okay. 7-0 game. It's shocking, but the first quarter is already gone. I feel like we have moved the ball so well. I was one dumb decision away from honestly, I think probably having a touchdown. So let's get back to it. Dupree is going to tap in here, our backup running back. I believe Dupree and Marshall will both be back next year, which is huge. And that's a great run, dude. Jalen Dupree. Yeah, he's a freshman. Come on, get out of here. I think Marshall's a sophomore. We could double check later, but let's get Bullock back in this game. And let's give him a power read. Let's give Taj Bullock a power read. Again, potential QB controversy. I don't know if Bullock or Fowler Nicolosi have any, considerations of transferring. But, yeah, that was the wrong read. But Marshall is able to turn that into something, dude. Justin Marshall. Dang, I was hoping they would show his year. I'm pretty sure he's a sophomore. We'll find out in this game. But I'm not sure if Fowler Nicolosi or Bullock have any intentions on transferring. If they do, obviously that would kind of eliminate any QB controversy. But if they're both coming back next year, guys, Fowler Nicolosi is only 2 or 3 overall higher. I'm doing manual progression with the standard penalty, and I haven't touched anybody yet, so I don't know how much either of them are going to progress, if that gap is going to get even bigger. Come back, Winfield. Revenge tour starts now. Oh, and he can't come down with it. Oh, buddy, that's the former team. You got to show out against them. That's not good. That's not good. Big 3rd down. Let me come back to the QB controversy in a second here. Winfield, again, has a beautiful matchup on a slant route. We got to watch that safety. And let's get a Texas underneath with Marshall if it's not there. But I really want to hit the slant. Winfield, it's got to be there. It's got to be there. Good 1st down right at the sticks, buddy. Antoine Winfield. His first name is Antoine, right? Or am I getting random players confused again? Because I did that with Jalen Dupree. Golly, my bad, guys. Armani Winfield. How many times have I said that before people corrected me? I'm hoping, again, I got to film these a couple of games in advance, so I'm hoping people have corrected me, and I've already addressed this in the comment section, but Armani Winfield on the bubble here is going to get the chance. He's got space. Revenge touchdown potential. One guy to beat. Oh, man, we had blockers, and I wasn't patient enough to let them succeed. I gotta be a little bit more patient. Let them get in a spot there to make that final block. And if they're gonna go 2 high safeties against the ace offset, guys, we got 2 tight ends on here, Warren and Rocky Beers. And I think that this is going to look great. Oh my goodness. How do you just miss that block? Warren has been such a consistent, backup number 2 tight end. I'm really shocked that he just failed there. We are going to go box offset weak, which again means 0 changes whatsoever. So we're going to go with a play that I don't think needs changes. Slot trail. Very straightforward. All right. We glance at Beers. We glance at Maher. I think if it's Tampa 2, Maher might be open over the top. I think we get over his head. Ah, dang, dude. That was a linebacker. I thought it was Tampa 2. It wasn't. And now on 3rd and 13, let's call in Taj Bullock here. They got Mobamba going. There's a little bit of a crowd, but honestly, guys, at a bowl game, participation is sparse. We got Antwi on the backside curl if they give us a man-to-man look. They do. Antwi, I need you to come down with this. Get us in a 4th and reasonable. And when you're punching up against a better team, you go for it here, in my opinion. You go for it here, and you don't think twice about it. So we're going to go RPO alert bubble. Antwi looks like he has a great matchup. Let's watch that safety on the top left. Oh, no, we got to run this. Marshall! Oh, we got smoked. Oh, Tyler Turner is injured. He was not the one that made the tackle. I don't know who did. But, oh, there was a gap there. I probably didn't hit the hole as good as I could have. We're going to go in cover 3 match. That'll be the 2nd straight drive that we move the ball pretty much at will and get nothing out of it, guys. 2-minute warning coming up. I'll tell you, they're at the 2, though. This 2-minute warning is going to hit, and we're going to call a blitz. We are going to send the house here and try and see if we can really spark this game with a safety. Now, with gun tight open, though, here's what I want. Give me the 2 invert hard flat here, blitz both sides, and I want the hook to curl. I have the whole middle of the field here, and we're still rushing 6, but it's a zone look, and we get home! We get home! Exactly as spoken. Lisan Al-Gaib. 7-2 game. We get the ball back, a 2-minute drill, and with how good our offense has looked, guys, we need points here. We need points badly. All right, we're going to start on the ground here with an RPO alert bubble. And I love the power there. That's great. That's 5 yards from Marshall. We're not in too big a hurry. You know, with college, with the first down stoppages and the 2-minute drill, and with how explosive our offense is at times, I like it. They're showing a press man look. Let's watch the safety on the left. If it's man coverage, we might need a little bit of help. It is. Beers. Oh, and he's out of there. Beautiful out route. He hits it. I wanted the corner route, and Fowler Nicolosi is going to need to take a few plays off. Severe risk of injury. So Taj Bullock will come in. We did not burn a timeout for that. Interesting. I thought it would have been an injury timeout. Also, guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this formation. I think Winfield might have a one-on-one opportunity here. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that placement by Bullock. What was I saying? Fowler Nicolosi, high risk of injury. We don't need to potentially ruin his career for a bowl game. And I'm not going to lie, guys. Bullock is playing well. I can't remember what I was going to say. Again, I'm losing my train of thought today, guys. Oh, that's a pick. That's okay. That's okay. I didn't expect the flat defender to get over there. I didn't like the curl over the middle because it looked like it was some sort of cover 3 look. Was it? Cover 4. Yeah, even worse. Let's get on the ground here with Justin Marshall. And I like this stretch play. You know, look at that left tackle all the way on the far left. He's actually a tight end. I want him to be outside leverage of that guy. So if we motion him out, I think it makes it easier for him to down block. Now he's more head up on him. We got the double team up to the linebacker. I think we could bounce this out for a big gain. Potentially, we can. He blocks long enough for us to get 7. Again, $1.08 remaining. I know nobody actually talks like that, but that's okay. Rocky Beers on the quick curl. We're going to look at Beers, and if it's not there, then we know something else will be because there'll be zone up top. But Rocky Beers is wide open. Let's get a first down. Let's keep going. Let's run with some power, and let's stick in the tempo here. Let's stick in the tempo here. Let's go Y shallow cross. Very similar play as what we just ran, only we have a high-low concept as well. Let's half slide to the left, get Justin Marshall in a spot where he could actually contribute as a blocker. Seeing too high. Oh, boy, yeah. That's probably for the best. 2nd and 10, and never mind. Taj Bullock is out of the game. That's why there's that bright red there. But let's get Bullock back in. Can we design rollout for him? That's my question. Can we design a rollout for him? Let's see if we can double team this edge on the right. And I like the flood concept here, and I think this could be a good play. Let's just try and get outside. Good. Bullock. Beers, wide open, touchdown. Taj Bullock to Rocky Beers in his final ever game. 4 for 77 in a score, guys. If he was your fantasy tight end, you're walking away happy. What's that, 7? If you're smart and you do half-point PPR, then that's 2 points. So 9.7 plus 6. That's almost a 16-point game for a tight end right there in the first half. If you're playing on like ESPN Fantasy or Sleeper or something, they probably think he's going to end up getting 32 points by the end of this game, which obviously never happens. That's kind of my one complaint with like the projection system in fantasy football. I feel like it's just linear. It's like, oh, we thought they were going to get 12 points this game. It's halfway through. They have 12 already. They're going to get another 6 in the second half. And it's like, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to act like I know more than I do there, because I don't. I have no idea how to do fantasy football projections. Honestly, I think they're probably better than the average person gives them credit for. That's my opinion. That's my opinion is that if you, the viewer right now, yeah, I'm looking and talking at you. If you're doing something in the background, I need you to look at me for a sec. I think, and I don't mean this in a mean way because I feel the same way about myself, I think that if you and I had to try and predict how many points every single NFL player is going to get in fantasy that week, and we just compared it to ESPN, I think we would all get smoked. I really do. I really do. We remember the times when ESPN was way wrong, and you remember the times when you had this gut feeling that this third string receiver that's going to get more playing time today is going to go off, and then he does. But we conveniently forget all the times that they think a tight end is going to get 6.8 points, and then they do. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't upset too many people. Hopefully that's not too controversial to take, that, you know, these guys that literally do this full time at projecting fantasy points are better than you and I. That's just my gut. I'm actually also realizing that we've never talked about fantasy football on this channel. Oh well, no, I did make a model last year that did all my drafts, but we haven't just generally talked about fantasy in these rebuilds. Again, I still view these things, you know, right now you're probably 14, 15 minutes into this thing. You're watching a bowl game of a 7-5 team. You know, we are not we are not world changers here, right? Like, this is a pretty chill, casual scene. Obviously, we will hopefully someday get this team to being the best team in the nation. But until then, you know, we are just kind of doing our best. And I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out, but I want it to be a place that we can come and hang out. Obviously, I'm doing my best to be locked in, which is why we rushed 6 there and got the sack. But also, like, I have this expectation, hopefully you have this expectation that, you know, for these videos, we're going to drop hopefully over 100 Colorado State videos this year. And each one's going to be 30, 35, 40 minutes long. You know, this is a casual setting. I do my best to hang out in the comment section as much as humanly possible. So I hope that the comment section is still just as conversational as ever. I hope that, you know, there are other people with similar interests here. Oh, over his head, wide open. The high-low concept hits. Winfield, revenge game. Oh, and he's still going. Oh, my goodness, Armani Winfield. That's how you get things going. Fowler Nicolosi coming in with a vengeance. Let's go back to the triple option. Get Winfield another chance here. Actually, with press coverage, guys, let's get Winfield a chance to take the top off this defense. He's got a green matchup, so we're going to go play action here. Let me come back to our conversation about this rebuild after Winfield scores here, because I think he will. Safety rolled over. No, it was there. Bullock. Oh, the safety rolled to the middle. I think it was cover one Robert. Oh, it was, they were double teaming the both tight ends, dude. That could have been it. That could have been the play. Instead, we're going to have to call the slip screen here to Marshall. Try and salvage this drive, and he gets home immediately. I don't know about y'all. I feel like we got that ball out very quickly. But let's keep Bullock back in this game. I feel like Fowler Nicolosi has taken a beating so far today. And again, Winfield has a great matchup. And that safety, look at him with the yellow gloves right there. He doesn't seem convinced that he's got that deep half. So never mind. He rolls over directly. Let's give Rocky Beers a jump ball chance. Not going to come down with it. 4th and 16. I think we got to punt the ball here. I'm happy with how things look at this point in the game. I think we went in the air there a little too much. I think part of it's because we were just casually talking. I did put backspin on this. I did. Now that's a bit of backspin. That's a good backspin. But yeah, as I was saying though, we're hanging out here. This rebuild and all these videos that are a part of this rebuild is hopefully a cool spot for all of us to hang out. That's what I want this to be. Also, we want to be, you know, more in depth than any other rebuild that you'll find on the internet, and also like entertaining, and I want people to have a good time and that kind of stuff. But I also want it to be a cool spot for people to hang out at, and hopefully we're doing that. If we're not there yet and you have thoughts on how we could get there, let me know. I definitely want this to be more interactive. I really like the fact that, you know, we have the ability to make things interactive. I actually have a plan for the offseason to do just that. But yeah, curious if you all have thoughts. For now though, Sawyer Robinson's gonna throw that one away. We're gonna get the ball back. And I'm not gonna lie, we've been talking about a lot of random stuff so far. Fantasy football, the state of this rebuild, other just general thoughts. Guys, I put you outside to make that block. I need you to make that. But we need to lock in, is what I was about to say. We need to lock in here, and we need to do it on the ground for starters. We got lazy and just went to the air too much last time. You got 2 high safeties. We got the I formation. Isaac's going to bump over. I think it's very easy to bounce this out. Look at their defensive end. He's shaded inside of the left tackle. That is the easiest bounce out of my life. Marshall has 4. He's been effective. I'll tell you that. He's finally has hit his yellow status that he usually tends to hit, which again, totally fine. I understand we're using him quite a bit. Dupree hopefully can continue to play a larger role, but right now my main focus is winning this game and go back to him, lose a couple there. Looks like Taj Bullock is staying in the game. I didn't make that call, which means that injury might be serious. Now, Winfield has potentially man-to-man on the backside. We got the classic triple slants play here on 3rd and long. We're looking at the fire emoji. If he drops and covers Winfield, then we know it's zone. If it's zone, we should be able to hit one of those slants. If it's man, then Armani Winfield, comeback season. I think it is man. I think Winfield has... Oh, you gotta hang on. Drops have been a concern for Armani Winfield this season, and right there, that's one that you wish you had back. I wish I threw with a little bit more anticipation and didn't turn that yellow, because I think if you, honestly, and this is just kind of a conspiracy to me, but maybe y'all agree, I think if you throw it and you get a yellow or a red, even if the ball is accurate, I think they're much more likely to drop the pass. I feel like the game... Uh-oh. Am I getting a phone call, guys? I feel like I've been getting phone calls more than ever from random numbers. I'll tell you one way that I've been getting phone calls actually. Wait, no. I keep distracting myself. What the heck were we talking about? Oh, not this guy. I thought we were in a good spot there. Bryson Washington, I'll tell you, has surprised me by how effective he is. Yeah, we'll go back to phone calls because I forgot what the heck the other thing I was. Oh, okay, you got me. You got me, Bryson. That's good. Yeah, but with phone calls, I have been getting these things, and it's clearly AI. Like, it's clearly one of those AI speech-to-text or text-to-speech models, 11 Labs or one of the other big ones. And they'll say, hey, your small business just got approved for funding, you know, up to $20,000. Something, give us a call. And it's like, I don't have a small business. I don't know why, why that's the scam that you're trying to do, but that's not going to work. You gotta do something more realistic for me. It should be like, hey, we just found out that you can land any 5-star recruit with this method. If you want to know the method, just give me a call. And oh, look at that. That's how you fill on a scramble. That's all me, Trey Vincent, coming back next year as a junior right now. But right now, he is making that stop on 4th down, dude. That is so sick. Man, and again, I don't know how I got my train of thought lost from the phone call again, but let's go with the spot concept. Winfield needs to be the first read here. Oh, Beers is so open. I was late to make the read, guys. No excuses for that whatsoever. That is a critical mistake. But here on 2nd and long with 2 high safeties, oh my goodness, I hope he crashes on Bullock. Because this could be a big play. Yep. He does. Big play potential, and it's 4 yards. Nothing like that. All right. Let's call the tight end spot Ohio. Is Ohio still, like, funny just to say? I don't know. But we're going to look at the quick out with Antwi. Then we'll look at the spot concept on the backside. I like that. Why don't you just get it and get down? Antwi, Kojo Antwi in particular, he's been very, very good in his role here. And I know that's probably pretty boring commentary. Oh, this guy's good. But, like, I feel like he has done what we needed him to do. Same with Maher, same with Rocky Beers, same with Armani Winfield. I feel like Winfield has kind of let me down a little bit, given his overall and just the expectations. We gotta get rid of that. That was not open, guys. Maybe the slant on the backside was, because I'm betting it was man-to-man. It was. So if it's man, that's why they put the slant there. So that way you could just have at least one matchup that you like. But instead, let's go with a Rocky Beers tight end screen. It's his last game ever. Why not? Why not hurdle him? Oh, no. Oh, and Justin Marshall is hurt. Oh, I'm just trying to give Rocky Beers a chance in his last game ever to do something special. And honestly, I think the most special part about that is going to be his hospital bill for that concussion, dude. That is insane. That hurts. That hurt to watch. And it's a video game. And I totally gave up a horrible. Oh my, Jarmolowicz. Dude, that's a quarterback. You're going to get a flag for that kind of tackle, man. What are we doing? We got to fix our option keys because forgot to say focus on the QB. Also, since when is a pocket passer this fast? But hey, that's besides the point, okay? The 4s are coming up for the final time in year number 1. I'm sorry if I've been all over the place today. I don't know why I keep losing my train of thought. But right now, the only thing we can think about is this 4th quarter. Let's finish strong for Rocky Beers, for Jaquez Evans, for Jarmolowicz, all these guys that are playing their last game ever. And let's finish strong so we can have another ranked win. Hey, they're playing the weekend, though. Oh, and we get a little lights now. A little night action. That's pretty sick. Beautiful cut, dude. Oh, my goodness. He's really good. This running back is good. Justin Marshall out for the game, by the way. I didn't look and see what the actual injury was. Yeah, they left a 1-second voicemail with nothing there. Like, what the heck is this? Oh, we need to wrap up. Dude, that receiver looked fast. He exploded out of that screen. So let's go man coverage here on 1st and 10. And they are moving this football. We need to stop the run. I have the middle of the field here. I feel great about that. Let's lock in, guys. Let's lock in. Last game of the year here. And let's go off coverage because I don't need to risk getting beat on the press here. RPO is fine. That's fine. That guy's been quiet, the number 34 receiver. Okay, they're going to go gun bunch wide, which means we need to play man coverage on the backside here. I'm going to spy so we don't get beat off a scramble. And I have anything on the left. Oh, it's going to be... What? I didn't get him off in time, and he probably got smoked on the press by a wide receiver that wears number 34. That's my bad, guys. That is 100% my fault. I know that when we go man coverage with no help on the backside, you are at risk of getting beat like that. I always try to get them off coverage. I was slow to adjust there. and they were able to beat the press. And they go 6 plays, 68 yards in 1 minute flat. And now the pressure's on us. An offense that has moved the ball, but the points have not followed. We do have over 200 passing yards. The run game has not been as great as it could have. Justin Marshall with the bruised ribs, I don't expect to see him. So it's on Jalen Dupree and Taj Bullock. Backup running back, backup quarterback. And that's a pretty good start. The thing with those stretch plays is even when it's only 4 yards, you do so much horizontal running that it feels like it's a long run. But let's go with the RPO alert. And Shield, our third stringer, is in the game. He's not going to get this because... just lost my voice, but because Maher's going to get that screen. Taj Bullock is going to need to step up here, man. He had a great 2-touchdown comeback in a previous game. Will he have the chance to do it again is the big question. Okay, I need this. Oh, 4th and 5, backed up, 3 minutes left. I think we go for it if we find a play we love. RPO base hitches. Oh, Winfield. We gotta make some changes here. Winfield potentially on a 5-yard in could be the savior here. We got Antwi on the curl as well. I love Antwi. I love it. Oh, no. He had a hard flat. And that is my bad, guys. That is 100% my bad. If I would have waited just a little second longer, I think he would have literally sprinted down to the out route and covered that. Instead, we put ourselves in some major trouble. Could you have punted it there with 3 minutes left and 3 timeouts? I think so. I do think so. So if somebody wants to rip me apart in the comments and say, Max, that was a dumb decision of going for it there, I don't think I'm going to disagree with you that much. I just don't. I think that's probably a fair call to say, hey, that was probably a mistake. But we got to stop the run here. We're getting to the point where, oh, look at me. It's all alone. I need that. Let's go. 3rd and 9. I'm going to let this 2-minute warning stop the clock here. And if we get one stop, we can make it 17-9. We'll still only be down 8. Yes, we'll need a touchdown and 2-point conversion, but that's better than having no shot at all. So we're going to go buzz match. I want to stunt. I want to text 2-man. Watch our left defensive end here. Let's go off coverage on the backside. We're not going to get beat deep again. It's a screen. Oh, I over-pursued. Oh, that was my play to make, and I missed it, and now we are in trouble. We do have all 3 timeouts. They can run it down to about a minute. We need to bring safeties down, stop the run here, call 3 timeouts if they run 3 run plays. Yep. Nope, that's not good. That right there is not good. We were in a susceptible spot for a cutback and did not do enough to stop it. Let's go spread out and let's get Vincent over here. Need a stop so badly here. Oh my goodness. Oh, man, guys, what happened in this game? Bryson Washington, yes, he's only got 49 rushing yards, and yes, his yards per attempt doesn't look insane, but I feel like his impact on this game was felt throughout. And, you know, at this point, mathematically, we're going to need to recover an onside kick. So I don't feel bad about burning our timeouts now. We're not going to need them to get clock stoppage on defense. It's basically score, onside kick, score, and that's it. So Taj Bullock now has free reign to do whatever he wants here. We're going to be aggressive. If we throw a game-ending pick, we were probably going to lose anyways. Let's look at the comeback. Let's read the smash concept. Yep, over his head. Winfield can't come down with it again, dude. Again, Armani Winfield. They're going 3 high at this point, which is troubling. So let's see if we can get him with a stick or not. It's a zone blitz. Oh, get across. Rocky Beers can't come down with it. We are forcing the ball downfield because, guys, we don't have time to take the checkdowns that they're begging us to take. We can't. Armani Winfield on a 10-yard in does look enticing. I know the clock is going to run there, but it does look really good. Yep. Keep going. Oh, I know I rat catched that, but Armani Winfield, how many drops is that against your former team? And that is not how you prove to them that you won the breakup and that you are, oh my. What a sad way to end the season, guys. We were really rolling too. I felt really, really good. And then this happened. I mean, that is just unfortunate. Now, they did have an injury just now, so they had to take a timeout. So mathematically, we might be able to get the ball back, but it would be 24-9. And with how good they're running this football, man. I mean, we're in the 4-3. We got 7 big boys on the field. We got the safeties in the box. We're blitzing. We're bringing down safeties to help fill on the run. You know, if this is how they're going to run the ball on us, there's not a thing we can do about it. There just isn't, man. I know I had contain on that, and I got killed. And this is just, oh, I don't even have anything to say on that PAT, man. I think we're going to have to just, you know, take the L here, kneel it out. I'll tell you, we still have some cool actions to do. I think we get to take a look at our coaching staff, maybe make some changes there. And I like doing this at the end of every season. I will do a stats deep dive now that the season is over. I don't want to do it as a separate video entirely, but I'm hoping, and all right, Winfield, now you decide to show up when the game is literally over. That's how you run a 10-yard in and actually catch the ball, unlike last time when we needed it most. But yeah, I like doing those stats deep dives. I think it's cool to see how things went. That animation has got to go. I know people have said it a million times, but nobody catches a ball and throws it over their own head. So yeah, check out the video description. Hopefully I'll link a stats deep dive now that the season is over on what went well, what didn't go well, and I think that sums up this game, man. That one right there sums up this game. Oh, they called defensive PI. Good. Feels like kind of a pity call, but we'll take it. 10 seconds left. We're just playing for pride at this point. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Taj Bullock is going to finish going 10 of 22. A lot of those incompletions came late, man. But there is potentially room for quarterback controversy. That much I know for sure, okay? So let's do it, guys. Let's absolutely do it. We got some cool offseason stuff to show you here in this bowl game. Let's also see who won the Natty. Let's do it in this video. Again, the video description will have a stats deep dive if anybody wants to see how we did. Good for the Pop-Tart going in there. It's unfortunate that our players will not be able to consume. Also, the legs are weird. All right, let me just say that. I don't like this angle. All right, I feel like I should not be looking up the Pop-Tart. That bad angle. But I know this did not go the way we wanted it to, but the season overall I'm pretty happy with. There will be some chances for y'all to interact with this series and really shape what next year is going to look like. I'm not going to say what it is, but hopefully by the time you see this video, there will be a post on my channel that is a poll, and you guys get to play a role in what recruiting is going to look like for us next year. So really, really excited to see your thoughts on that. Again, I want you guys to be able to be involved in this as much as possible. And I think this is a good way to do it, but let's see what other offseason stuff we have. I'm not leaving. All right, let me just say, I'm definitely not leaving to go be a DC somewhere else, but I just wanted to see what the market's looking like, just out of curiosity. Here in early National Signing Day, we do get to see some of our commits and their dev traits. Tyrone Swope is a star 4-star, a star 4-star, a star 4-star. Guys, quit playing with me. Our 3 4-stars that we've signed are all stars, and they are at skill position play points of positions. They're running backs and receivers. I mean, that is just awesome. But okay, managed staff. I think we get a chance to fire. Never mind. I don't see a place to fire. I think y'all might have said it happens next week. So let's advance. We will be able to manage our staff before this video ends. Also, this is all of a sudden very important. Our Money Winfield is probably out of here. So is Kojo Antwi and Ross. We might lose 3 receivers. We might lose Avant, who was redshirting this year. We might lose Fowler Nicolosi. Oh, and we might lose Justin Marshall, guys. That would change our rebuild if we lose Justin Marshall. But okay, let's manage this staff. I still don't see any button to fire these guys. Do I not have that power? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. Now, as far as the playoff goes, we've reached the final 8. Looks like SMU pulled off a Georgia upset. Navy made the college football playoff and then proceeded to get smoked 56-3 by Duke. I'm now seeing all the stories getting confirmed about why Duke is just so good in the Sims. I don't know why they're 13-1 here. Oregon, Ohio State semifinal rematch. Hopefully Oregon holds them to under 900 passing yards this time. Again, I'm going to try to manage our staff here in the next bowl week. Still can't do a thing. Looks like these guys are going to be our guys, and that's fine. I don't know if they make that big of an impact personally. If the offensive and defensive coordinators make an impact, let me know. I know that they have little things that they can upgrade, but I don't know how big of an impact it is. This is our final 4. The U continues to dominate. Oregon gets their revenge. Got a West Coast matchup. Oregon UFC in the semis here. And who is in the Natty? It will be Texas Tech and Oregon. Pair of close games, guys. Oregon has the chance to win it all. I don't know enough about Texas Tech to know what got them here, but this is how we will finish this video of seeing who won the Natty, and maybe check out the box score if it's interesting. Looks like your winner was Texas Tech, 42-24. QB had a good game. 352 yards and a 72% completion percentage. That's awesome. What is this new history update? I don't think this was here last year, but this is, oh, well, this is sick. I love this. This is the type of stuff that they need to continue to make this thing more immersive, man. That's exactly what we need, because now we could see the Heisman over time. We could see the massive Colorado bias that exists with EA, which is totally fair, totally fine. It's good media. But there it is, man. 7-6 on the year. The next video is going to be the off-season video. Again, hopefully there's something up as a post on my YouTube channel that's going to really impact the off-season and what else we're going to do. So check it out if you haven't yet. Really appreciate y'all for making it through this first season together. I know a lot has happened. There's a lot to look forward to, man. The off-season videos are always a blast. It's going to be well over an hour long. Hopefully I see you then. Until then, peace out.